Welcome to this talking point video on property investment and the latest trends that are shaping the real estate markets. Now, as we all know, investment in property is one of the most lucrative ways to build wealth and secure your financial future. But with so many changes happening in the local market, it's important to stay up to date with the latest trends and strategies. So in this video, we're going to explore the current trends in the market and discuss how they will be impacting you as an investor. We're going to be providing insights and tips from industry experts on how to make the most of these trends and identify the best investment opportunities out there. So whether you're a seasoned investor or just starting out, this video is going to provide you with great insights to help you navigate this ever-changing world of property investment. So sit back, relax for the next couple of minutes, and join us as we take a deep dive into the latest trends in property investments. And as always, joining us today to talk about property is the General Manager of Destinata Property, Emile Grobbelaar. So Emile, thank you so much for taking the time, and we look forward to chatting.
Damien, it's only a pleasure. Thank you.
So Emile, in the last article that you wrote, you said the rental market is strengthening. Why do you think that is?
Well, Damien, firstly, tenants, the tenant pool is growing because people are getting out of their properties they used to buy a few years ago when the interest rates were nice and low. So they could afford to buy. Obviously, at that point, the good tenants got out of the market because they were credit worthy and could get bonds, but perhaps they bought under affordability border. So with the interest rates going up, they can't afford the bond anymore, and they need to sell and become tenants again. So I would say that is the main reason with regards to the strength of the rental market growing.
Now, Emile, as an investor, the market seems to be pulling people in every direction. So some are saying buy because the rental market's strengthening. Others say don't buy because of the interest rates are going up. Now's the right time to sell. But we're also dealing with things like municipal mismanagement, load shedding, and so much more. So where does one even start, and what is the best thing for an investor to do?
Damien, yeah, that is quite difficult. With regards to being an investor and looking to buy or not to buy, you must definitely keep in mind that the interest rates will still be going up a little bit this year. The people out there, economists, stipulate maybe a 0.5 in total. Then it will flatten out and then perhaps go down a little bit towards the end of the year. So if you are an investor and you can buy, you need to buy before the interest rates go down again. So if that happens, people will start buying again, but then it's too late for you, as an investor. When everybody's buying, that is not when you buy. That is the same, Warren Buffett says the same. So right now, when people are scared, they're scared of the interest rates going up. They're scared of the rental market, the issues that the management of the municipal services cause, etc. So we can understand that those are issues that must be managed when you are an investor, but it's no use waiting and sitting it out. So when things are going well and interest rates are low, then you have a lot of competition from not only other investors, but the public itself that will be competing with you to buy the right property. Then the prices will go up. Your numbers with regards to the investment and net return will not work out anymore. So you then kind of miss the boat, if I can call it like that. But you must consider the area. We all know that the Western Cape are being managed much, much better than the rest of the country. Any municipality outside of the Western Cape seems to be not doing what they're supposed to do. And that obviously have a negative influence on the value of your property. So if you do buy for capital growth and refinancing, definitely consider the Western Cape rather than another province. Although there are pockets and certain areas in provinces, obviously we can advise you on that, where you can still buy and get a decent capital growth rate. But you must definitely keep in mind the risk of the rental, the tenant. In other provinces at this stage, the rental demand seems to be the strongest in the Western Cape as well. This is mostly due to semi-migration, remote working. People can live down here, travel to whatever part of the country they need to from Monday or Tuesday up until Thursday, come back for the weekend. So the rental demand is definitely in the Western Cape. People traveling like that, that's a short-term type of rental. So If you need to buy outside of the Western Cape, do make provision for a 1 month or even 2 months vacancy provision in your property, in your investment, and also in your cash flow. And those are important factors to keep in mind at this point in time.
Emile, just sort of talking on the topic of the areas you need to look at investing in and buying now, have you noticed a change in the type of rental demand or type of property that has been in demand for rentals recently?
Yes, definitely. I think a lot of people got a shock during the hard lockdown we had a couple of years ago. They were sitting in very, very small apartments and stuck in them, literally. So these days, people are looking out for more space. They definitely need extra space for offices, but they still don't buy freestanding houses. They definitely buy bigger properties, not necessarily the 3-bedroom type of property that's overtaken the 2-bedroom, but the demand did increase in the 3-bedroom either house or apartment. But they do buy them in security complexes. They want to be safe. They want to have that convenience as well. But at this point in time, the 2-bedroom type property, either townhouse or apartment, is still definitely the strongest sector in the residential rental market.
And then just your personal opinion, being an expert in the field for a number of years, is it the right time now to invest in property, or should we be looking at alternative options?
Well, Damien, I think you know me well enough by now that my answer would probably never change. Property, always. I've never managed to find something to invest in that can get the returns a property can. That is mostly due to the leverage. So the return on the money you personally invested is huge, and the asset in itself grow. So your wealth grows without you spending any time or effort on it. And then obviously, the income that can be generated from property investment. And we all know that property is going through cycles up and down. We're in it for the long haul. In the bad times, according to other people, we will buy, so we will grow our portfolio. In the good times, we will get our money because the times are good, the tenants are good, the economy is good perhaps, so they pay their rent. We don't have any arrears there. So property, all in all, definitely. Buy now. The market is tough for the people out there, but keep an eye on your cash flow, your portfolio cash flow, as well as your new investment that you're going to make. Make provision for at least another 0.5% interest rate above what you are currently getting. Most of the time, we still get prime less, either 1%, 0.5, 0.25, 0.75. So usually when I present a property to a client, I do it at prime over 20-year period, but we do get bonds over 30 years as well. So if you do get prime less, a percentage or two, and over a longer period, whatever that is, add the 0.5% just to make provision for what we're expecting for the year to come. And that is to ensure that your cash flow is in order. So if you are carrying shortfalls, make sure that you don't go over your maximum bracket that you have set for yourselves. Otherwise, maybe consider a second-hand property to add a cash flow positive property to your portfolio, just to cover up for the increased shortfalls that will be created when the interest rates goes up. Or, maybe you can buy that one to carry the next property shortfall. So maybe buy a second-hand now and then a brand new development for refinancing purposes again. So there's strategies and ways to make sure that property investment is very good and much better than other investments. And there's different strategies to assist you to make sure that your portfolio performs at the end of the day. And that's why I say, if you're not in property, whatever your profession is, talk to people that does this for a living. That analyze investment property, not just property out there. As you know, we don't sell houses to families. That is just not what we do. We particularly look at investment property, and I think it's important to talk to people that does that and not just sell property, any agent out there, because they look at property different. But all in all, I will not put my money somewhere else.
Fantastic. There you heard it from the horse's mouth. And Emile, thank you so much. Your information is always so informative and gives us so much insight. And for you at home, thank you so much for watching our video. I hope you found it very informative and helpful. And remember, if you want to learn more about investment in property, so taking everything Emile has said into consideration, and besides that, how to buy property, how to put it in the correct structure, then we've got a free online training that you can access by clicking on the link in the description below. And also don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel for more weekly content on property investments and other related topics. We are always committed to providing you with the latest insights and strategies to help you succeed in the exciting world of real estate investment. So thanks again for watching. We look forward to seeing you again next week in our video. Until next time, bye-bye.